Hello, Markeedragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to another episode of the EVE Online 30-Day Challenge, where I have accepted the challenge of trying to figure out EVE Online within 30 days. Actually, that's not really it. It's just to be able to get accustomed to it enough within 30 days to actually feel like I know a little bit about what I'm doing. And actually, this is day 3, and I'm already starting to get there. So this is probably the most complex MMO in existence, and it's what makes it such a great challenge and everything. So, okay, guys, I think that we're going to go out and do another mission. What is the name of that? Gee whiz, I don't even know what the name of the... Is it a system that we were in? Racing or whatever?
Renin was the system.
Renin, okay. And so I'm going to head out there. Now, do my guns auto-reload whenever they run out, or do I have to reload them?
No, they should auto-reload.
Yeah, they should auto-reload.
Okay.
So are you dragging us with you through the fleet? I'm like I'm right with you right now.
I don't know. Can I select that we're going to do all fleet go to there? Is that something that I can do?
No, usually only the wing leader or fleet commander can warp the wing or the whole fleet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump to the gate, jump through the gate, and then I'll meet you guys there.
Okay.
Just on the topic of right as you're coming back, you said EVE is probably the most complicated MMO.
What, you're going to correct me and say it is?
That's by a country mile.
Yeah. I've known this for a while, but I was just leaving room for error in case there was actually some other MMO out there I didn't know about.
You never know.
Yes. I used to speak...
I think it also
go ahead.
touts as having the most zones of any MMO as well.
Maybe. And I know...
With any other MMOs, we have to deal with transversal velocities as a key component of PvP.
Okay, now I'm going to head to the station. I'm going to pick up that...
Just to give you an idea how complex this game is, every one of those stars that you're looking at in space is an actual star on the EVE map.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just imagine the programming behind that.
Right.
Stop messing with his brain.
I know, it hurts, man. Oh, quit it. Yeah, it is quite complex. And I have not looked at... There's map here. Yeah, look at that map. I mean, holy cow.
Well, we can show you the cool trick. When you're in the map, click the little unflatten button on the top right of the map control panel that popped up. I think you just minimized it before.
Yeah, I closed it. So, let me, I'll look at that at another time. I'm out here flying through space and possibly vulnerable. So.
Which one did you go to?
There was more than one?
I think there's...
I believe it's 10. Renyan 10.
Okay.
Renyan's 0.9? Is that what I'm in? Current solar system?
The system, I believe. Yeah, the solar system.
Oh, and that's the security cast status. Okay. So, okay. Well, I'm gonna grab. What happened to my other agent? The other agents.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different stations, so you have to go to the station that your agent was in last time if you want the same agent.
Well, shit. Okay.
Yeah, on the wrong station.
Huh. Is this like parking in the wrong parking spot or walking into the wrong apartment? Okay.
This is where you hear the scream. Ah!
Yeah, okay. So I'm undocking, and let's see here.
Yeah, I think your agent was on Federal Intelligence Office.
I don't even know how to see all this stuff. I'm just getting, Okay, so the Federal Intelligence. Wow, I didn't even notice that there was multiple in here. So,
Markee,
yeah.
if you go up to the up on your overview where it has name and type, go right to the left of type, that little line, and drag it to the right.
Okay. And
that'll allow you to see the names of the stations a lot easier.
Yeah, well, I'm having trouble even identifying which ones are stations. That's been my problem.
I find
that would be the ones
if
with
you're
the
not really
squares.
doing anything,
okay.
If you're not doing anything that you have to worry about, if you right-click on empty space, it basically just allows you to view all the different stations, stargates, and stuff in separate little menus.
Okay.
Just makes it easier for getting to the one you want.
Okay, here we go. Agent for security. And, okay, so, rogue drone harassment objectives. And, okay, so, destroy rogue drones and then report back. Okay. So, now we're all able to share in this mission, is that right? And how do the other guys follow me? How do they know where to go?
They don't.
Okay. And so how do I give them that information?
Once you land at the mission, we can right-click on your portrait in the fleet menu and warp to you.
Okay.
And what determines if you are in a group in the mission is actually when you turn it in. You get to choose between spreading the love or not.
Yes, I get to choose between spreading the love or not, and I will spread the love. So, it's all about love.
Markee,
Mm-hmm.
you do know that we're constantly watching you no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd let you know.
Yep. Yes, it's personal bodyguards.
Okay, so I assume that I have to jump through this gate. And I think that I think I'm here. Shit, I don't know.
So, Markee, click on Agent Missions on the screen there.
Yes.
On the left.
Okay.
And it'll tell you where you need to go to get to your mission.
Okay, warp to this location. Okay, I'm in the right system. I just needed to warp there now.
This is so much easier than it was last patch. They just added that.
So, Vuk Brankovic keeps asking me, how can he join the fleet? He's saying this in local.
Spy.
He's a spy? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Remember, anyone that joins your fleet can warp straight to you.
Okay.
Which means they can warp right on top of you and kill you.
Mm-hmm.
They can also attack you without any consequences.
Hmm.
No.
No, they can't.
They have to be part of the corporation.
He says definitely spy. S-P-A-I.
Spy.
Is that how you spell spy in the game?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Only if you're cool.
Only if you're cool. Okay, well, he says that yes, he's a spy. So, okay. He's a mermaid spy. Whatever. Okay, so, now, you know, it seems to me that I'm here, and that I got this drone harassment approach now.
Okay, so you've landed on an acceleration gate. So this is a system that doesn't allow warping, or a complex that doesn't allow warping within it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to use this gate to get into the mission.
Oh, okay. So
just activate the gate.
Activate the gate. Okay.
Either on the overview or in space.
Okay, well, I don't know what my ship's doing here, but
It's called an acceleration gate. It's the lore is that it's an ancient gate to propel ships across space and shorter distances. This is what's called they call a oh wow, dead something. What do they call it?
Dead space.
Dead space.
Yeah,
Dead space.
okay. I'm engaging the enemy. I'm
Dead
engaging the
space.
Borg.
You can't warp.
The Borg would be owned if they ever went to Eve. So, what happens when two assimilating species meet each other?
Can we talk about that on the stream?
I don't. What are you guys saying?
He's basically asking what happens when the Borg meet the replicators.
Oh, I see.
Who's in the cruiser?
Thought that the replicators would win. Because I'm a traitor. Stargate is better than Star Trek.
Who's got the cruiser?
Cruiser.
Well, I'm sitting in cruiser at the acceleration gate.
Okay.
That's the stabber talking.
Yeah, don't help him with the cruiser.
Waiting outside here if somebody pops up, so...
Oh, so I can't bring a triple rep Marby then?
I can help you with the Corsair, right?
Is
I'm
that
actually doing...
is that a newbie ship?
I believe it is.
Yeah. Hop on
It's
in.
one of the other ships, yeah.
I wonder if this will have waves of stuff because these guys are almost all gone. That'd be an awful short mission.
There's another acceleration.
Yeah, those are what you call buckets. Basically, missions usually have more than one bucket separated by gates. You've got a set number of minimal enemies to kill.
Sometimes you need a key from the wreck to access the second target.
We got 3 more on the right.
This is actually like quite easy. Or at least I'm finding it easy for me.
These missions are designed for 1 frigate, and you've got 5.
5? Okay. Yeah.
Friendship.
Those are only the drones.
You weren't saying that on that first mission when you were by yourself.
No. I was figuring I was going to get blown up, but then it didn't happen, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Should let Markee do the next one on his own.
Well, we got other newbie people in here. Us noobs got to stick together.
Maybe one of these guys has a level 2 agent they can access.
I have level 4, about 10 jumps away. Do you really want to do it?
One of the newbie guys.
I've barely started with the tutorials on this character, somehow.
Yeah, I've still been doing the tutorials, so no level 2 missions yet.
Okay.
I just try to avoid doing the tutorials because they bore me.
I just can't pass up the free ships that they've been handing out left and right.
So, now I've completed this section.
You should be headed to the next acceleration gate to do the second bucket.
How do I know which one's the next one? Because there's only one?
There's only one.
Okay.
Oh, there's a gate. Fine.
Oh, we missed 2 of them.
We did? Oh. How come they didn't show up earlier?
Combat probes.
Yeah, faction combat probes coming out in space now. No war targets in the system though.
Yeah, 5 probes on us.
Okay, back to the gate again.
Wow, this ship is slow.
It's a newbie ship.
No, yours is actually pretty fast.
Hmm.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, actually, I do want to go out and do some mining and stuff. I'm really afraid of going out trying to do mining or something like that, though, with this character, or being in the Alliance and having, you know, getting ganked. Now, I have other character slots on my thing here, but you guys were saying that if I use one of those other character slots that I actually don't get, I can't train skills on all of them at the same time.
Was it coming in?
Which kind of sucks.
You can do mining on mining missions, and you can even have a mission like this that has asteroids in it, that is in a dead space pocket, and you can bring a mining ship into a mission and have a pretty private place to mine.
I'm bringing Venture in there too.
Okay, you have a neutral following you into the mission area, so watch out that you don't target from the extend and shoot.
A neutral?
But I wanna...
Yeah, he's not in the fleet and not in the corps, so he's scanned
It's
us,
the
so
scanner.
he's warping
It's
in.
the one scanning.
What's his ship?
Buzzard. That's why I know he's scanning.
A buster. What
name? Buzzard.
Buzzard. The Kildari scan.
Okay, so he's going to warp in, and then he'll, as soon as he lands, he's going to cloak up. He'll get close to you. There's going to be a fleet that's going to be landing on you. Oh, they'll all have to come through the gates. That's right.
They can't warp to him.
Also, I'm targeting him.
Don't shoot him, don't shoot him.
Oh, no worries. Just that now he can't fuck.
Should have just ganked him.
I kind of want to. He'll have no tank on this thing. Well,
there he is.
Okay.
I am tempted. I am very tempted.
oh yeah.
Is he even here?
Because he's trying to look good on the stream or something. I don't know.
Hey, so
Alright, I'm gonna go for it.
Some people do it because they can.
Have you finished the mission?
yes, I think so.
I don't see another jump gate, so...
Always verify that you don't need to break a building and get something back from
Don't shoot him. You'll get concorded if you shoot him.
But I want.
I know.
So we're headed back?
Yeah, you now have to go back to Renin and turn in the mission.
Okay. So I just head to the Renian Stargate.
Link that guy in fleet, please.
Warp drive active.
Oh, it just now says more drones have arrived. What?
No, it might have been.
No, that's your local chat from before.
Okay.
Just verify from the read details that your mission is finished.
The read details.
The easy way to access that is under the name of the mission there in Agent Mission. The missions on the left.
Read details.
Hit read details.
Okay.
If your objective is in green, you're done.
The green check. Okay.
You'll also notice the journal starts blinking when you're done.
That's right.
I don't think I'll have enough to kill this guy on my own.
Warp drive active.
Well, you'd have to do it in about 6 seconds.
6 seconds?
Yeah, Concord will hit you in, well, you're in 0.9, so maybe 5 seconds.
Just drop him a can and see if he takes it. Oh, war target, Brennan?
Just Jenny Jackson. And we got, what is Terraphilus?
He just says bad standing.
Okay. Okay. Now, agents. Talk to him. Complete mission.
Hey guys, warp back into Renan.
Yes, split them up to 10 equally.
It's kind of hard to stay together doing missions.
Okay. Well, that one worked out. None of us died.
You don't have to share, Markee.
Oh, I did. I mean...
I know.
That's probably going to spread it so thin, being the mission is such a low level.
Well, what the hell? We're going out and having fun. At least cover the cost of your ammo.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to divide $5 against 10 people, so...
50 cents each?
Get 50 cents.
Okay, now if I keep doing missions from this guy, will they keep getting harder or no?
No, they won't get... Some of them are by nature harder. The more missions you... At first, I thought that you would eventually run out of missions from this guy, like most MMOs, but actually they just cycle through a preset amount of types of missions, so you can actually just go back to them an infinite amount of time for different missions. And they have like maybe 5 or 6 mission types.
Okay, and so if I wanted a harder mission, how do I find a harder mission?
Level 2.
Next to his name, there's a level number, so level 2 would be next.
Next to his name.
Right.
Okay, level 1.
On the right.
Okay, so do I do an agent finder and look for level 2 security?
Yep.
There's one slight problem.
What?
You have to earn it.
Okay, and so how do I figure that out?
Okay, so just click on the little blue icon next to this character's name.
Okay.
And then you can click on the standings tab.
Okay. We're bad with them. Galante Federation bad. Good, neutral. I don't know what I'm looking at here.
So there's a character, the actual character is Karain Poi. Your standing to Karain Poi is a 0.47. Your standing to his corporation is a 0.06. Have to get that standing above a
2.0.
A 1.0 to be able to get 2.0 agents.
Okay, so that means just going out and doing more missions?
Yeah.
For him?
Yes.
The very easy way to do that is to buy the appropriate skill book on the market.
That's
under,
true.
That's called connections.
Okay.
You can just train that up, and you'll immediately have access to 2 or 3, depending on how high you train it.
And what is this? What is this item that I would buy?
It's a social skill called connections, and by training that you can raise your standing to corporations.
Okay, and then would I be able to pull the rest of the fleet with me if I did that?
Yes, sure, because you take the mission and they just warp in with you and kill them all, or the rats with you. So, as long as there's one person who's able to accept those missions or take high-level missions, everybody else can go into.
Okay, and so now I just go to the marketplace to buy this?
Yeah.
Again, you're gonna need to learn it, and it's gonna take some time.
Well, I may as well. I want to go look at this and see, you know, what's what. And so, what is this thing called?
Connections.
Connections. Okay.
I would say that Connections is actually one of the few skill books that aren't combat or mining related that are actually worth leveling up in the beginning.
Yeah, it says I have 6 hours of training time just to get to use this book.
You're looking at the wrong one.
That's security connections.
Well, I thought this was a security mission. What am I looking? What's supposed to be looking at?
Connections.
Just connections. Okay. So 3 hours, 8 minutes. I need social level 3. So I'd need to buy both connections and social because I don't have social.
Social, I think you should already have.
I should.
I think that's a basic skill. Or
okay.
No, he's got an X on social, so he doesn't have it injected yet.
Did they change that?
No, I just didn't do all the training stuff. I'm doing this outside of the bubble.
The social skill was usually a basic skill you already have from the beginning, as far I remember.
Mm.
No, it's just a social level 3 usually get really fast.
Yeah, it's
in fact, through tutorials, baby.
I think it's because he's also not showing everything like he showed him before.
Yeah, so buy social and inject the book, and then train 1, 2, 3, and then you can put in connections.
But 3 are left for level 3. He probably has it already.
Think I could earn it in that amount of time?
If you hover the social skill right there in the prerequisite, does it say that you only need like level 3, level 2, or 1, 2, 3?
3.
Then that means you already have it, so you don't need to buy the book for social.
You have, I think you have your character sheet to only show certain things. So you probably want to open up what you have trained.
Well, if he looks at connections and clicks on prerequisites, and there's a red X on social, it means he doesn't have it injected.
Yeah, otherwise it would be a yellow circle.
I don't see any of them here, so let's see here. I'm getting lost here. So,
well, just open up the look at the skill book again, and then just see what it is on the market.
So,
social.
Yeah, and I just what do I click on? Do I click on the
We can also right-click the social. Well,
down the bottom it says view market details.
Oh, yeah, why do they put the button at the bottom for that? Gee whiz. Okay, so view market details. I need connections and I need social. And oh, these books are very expensive.
There's the man with $1 billion in his wallet.
Yeah, first you need to get the social up to level 3, though.
I'm pretty sure you get it through tutorials normally.
Well, this is. I mean, I'm gonna drop 200 million ISK just to get the connections book.
200.
That's
200,000.
Oh, 200,000. Yeah, okay. I keep seeing those other numbers at the end, and it surprises me each time. And there's a lot of.
Wait till you get to the billions.
Yeah.
Billions confuse me every time.
That's why you got to be so careful when looking at contracts. Just like, how many zeros are there actually?
Mm-hmm.
But contracts does actually describe on how much it is, so it'll say 100 million in brackets.
Yeah.
So, Markee, when you're looking at that connection show info, and it shows the prerequisites, and it shows that you need social 3, there's an X in front of the skill book. The X, the red X, means that you don't have the skill book injected in your skull. If it has a circle on it, it means it's injected but not trained.
Okay.
So that means before you can inject connections, you have to go to the social book and train its prerequisite before you can put in that connections book you just bought.
Okay. And those are both the Durapant now. So I'll never get that done before the end of play today, so I'm just going to leave those there and I'll work on those tonight. Get those so that we can do higher missions tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're running level 1 missions, it will take you a long time to grind up to a level 2 without connections.
Yeah.
But somebody here has a level 2 standing that they can go get a mission for you, if that's what you want to do. But you know, part of this challenge is you figuring stuff out. So you know, we've kind of let you do your thing here.
So who here has level 2? Trevor. So Trevor, do you want to grab a security mission and then we'll go out and do a level 2 with you?
Sounds good.
Okay. I think that would be good.
I'm in Renin.
Okay.
9.
Renin 9. Is that a particular starport or something?
Yeah, it's the station he's on.
Okay.
We got war targets in system. Let's get intel before he undocks.
The number of the system is defined by which moon it's sitting over.
Okay. So, and Trevor. So I should be able to just right click on him and you know, go to, right? Once I undock?
After
Rapier outside station.
Yeah, and it's Marmite, so there's probably going to be lots of them if we shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not going to make it out of station. Do we have a safe warp out on this station?
Nope.
So are you saying we're going to get blown up going out of the station?
There is a war target from Marmite, the guys we talked about earlier, that's camping you outside the station. So if you want to actually see the red flashy war target in space, do you remember the technique that we showed you last time? To undock, hit the stop key, you get to see what's out there, and then spam the redock button.
I think I can do it.
What's the war target in?
Rapier.
If we all undock with newbie ships, we might be able to take out his shields. Before we die.
No.
I just left the dock.
So if you want to try that, Markee, maybe grab a shuttle and do it in a shuttle instead of your fit ship.
Sure. Yeah. Wait, grab a shuttle. Do I just be doing that in, I'd have to buy a shuttle, right?
Yes.
I went outside and went too far. I got just about in.
He killed you?
No, I got in.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
don't come to Renin 9.
Well,
I undocked and I got killed.
Was it in your special ship?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, this is fun.
Well, looks like he left the system, so we only have Ginny left.
Alright guys, we need a visual outside of his station. Somebody do an undock. Dock check.
I'm heading to Rennie with a...
I'll grab a cloak.
Bolt so I can check.
Yeah, Theater is saying there's no ship outside.
Renin 9 has like 4 enemy ships outside.
You sure there are enemy ships? We only have one war target in system.
One more
Oh, then
target
maybe
and one
they're
bad standing.
drones or something.
Yeah, probably drones.
What do you want to do, Markee? We'll set it up for you.
I don't know.
Do you want to battle?
I'm going to lose any battle against some big ship.
Yes.
Anytime in the 30 days, so that doesn't.
I told you what would happen, and you know, as soon as you advertise this, what we were going to go through.
Yeah. Well,
here we are.
Yeah, that's part of the problem with being public about it. Otherwise, I suppose we could, just record all this and not broadcast any of it, and we'd, catch a lot less heat. But that
Where's the fun in that?
defeats part of the purpose. So, okay, so I'm looking at the market here, and so really, am I just looking at just buying a little throwaway ship to go poke my head out? And
yeah, basically type shuttle.
Okay.
And you'll get like 6 different ones. Just buy one that's in station.
That's not 100 million ISK.
I got one here for 20.
It's about 20-25, yes.
Yeah, so I got one here for 20, Galente, and I think I've got,
No, that says it's in system. This is sorted to give you the cheapest price, so always click on View Details, and then you can find the one that's in station.
Okay. $200,000 and $250,000.
You can afford it. Stop being stingy.
I'm being absolutely stingy. Okay, let me look at this Minmatar.
Can you buy the Minmatar one?
Again, if you want to see which ships are available in station, you can click that little box at the bottom left that says only show available.
It is clicked.
Oh, I can't see your screen.
I know. It's so small.
Something else you can do is go up to where it says jumps and just click on jumps. It'll prioritize things and it'll show you everything in the closest to you.
There's one right there for 25k, 24k.
Yep, I found it. So I'm going to buy this.
Now, this ship is very fast, and so you're going to undock and you're going to be at full speed. You're going to be moving away from the station very quickly. So it's important that as soon as your screen loads that you're hitting that control space or you're hitting the stop, the minus key on the
Lobster's back in system.
Okay.
I can just hear comms over there right now. They're saying 100 million ISK if you can pop Markee. He's going to undock in a shuttle.
I'm sure.
Third war target, he has 3 war targets now systems.
Awesome. Okay.
They're probably bringing in a remote sensor booster right now.
Let's see. How do I switch ships to go?
However, on your right, and they'll
2 more targets in
that
system.
bar. There's a little tab there named ships.
Okay. Oh, look at this. All I need is my Darth Vader mask. It looks like a TIE fighter, or not a TIE fighter, but a... Anyway.
Pretty close to a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
All right, so before you do it, let me walk you through what you're going to do. You're going to undock. You're going to hit the stop. You're going to stop the ship moving. You're going to click on the station icon.
The square, which should be the one closest to the top, I would imagine.
You'll be at 0 meters on the station when you undock. So it's the one that says 0. That's why I had you sort by distance. Should be the top icon. And then on the selected items, you can once that's selected, you can start just spamming the dock button, or hitting the D key. But you have to click on the station before the D key will work.
Right. Okay. Let's do it.
And while you're out there, you can take a look and see what's out there, what ships they're in, who's there, how far away they are.
Okay. I'm only showing one hostile out there. Oh, 2.
Jenny left, so it's only 2 war targets left in the system.
Okay. Hey, here we go.
No, only 1 now.
They're just giving me a false sense of security.
And looks like they all left.
Really?
Yeah. No war targets in the system.
Docking permission requested.
Oh, I forgot to hit stop.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Well, now I made it in. Okay, so I really didn't get a chance to even look at anything. This is a cool looking ship, though. I like it.
Those busters outside.
Yeah, the reason you hit stop first is because some of the stations have a very small docking radius, which means within a second you're outside of that redocking ring.
Mm-hmm.
This station has a pretty good docking ring, but it's a fast ship. So if you're just hanging out, checking out data, doing a D-scan or doing something like that, you can find yourself too far away, and then if someone lands on you, you can't get back to the station.
That's pretty much what happened to me.
Docking permission requested.
Okay.
Docking request accepted.
So, yeah, well, it looks like, okay, I think I have that down. Undock, stop, select the station, hit D to redock, and get back in. So
if you're being camped and you're alone, you can get intel on what's camping you so that we can bring in a force that can counter that.
Okay, so now I go out there. I don't see shit. I mean, there's nobody out there right now, but how do I tell what I'm looking at?
If it's a war target, you're going to see red flashing for each of those icons.
And I'm going to go blind. I'm going to go blind, going, "Oh shit! There's a war target out here. Get back in there!" And I'm going to be looking totally at my D key on my keyboard, hitting it,
mashing the keys.
Yes.
Now, just I want to kind of tee this up. I hope this gets in the actual video. This is not the experience that a typical newbie would have coming into EVE. They're going to be in an NPC corp. They are not going to be at war. So you're experiencing a much higher level of aggression from the players in the game that you would experience as a brand new player coming in.
Right. I agree.
And then add to that the fact that you're live streaming and you're who you are.
Okay, now you mentioned something else to me with this about that I should expand my view of who all is in the system as big as I can, and presumably so that I can see when somebody hostile pops in, they'll see the little red dot appear.
Yeah, there'll be some systems that you're in that have so many members in system, so many players in system that you just can't do that. But the idea behind that is that you can see more of what's in the system with a glance. It's easy to see that red on the screen if it's the whole height of one of the sides of your screen.
Yeah, but the problem with it was when I did that. I put the thing full height, and then when I was in here, the station services covered up part of it, and then when I got out there, my surrounding stuff, for the stations and everything, and my targets covered up part of it. So where do you put it?
You just lose real estate, and you end up, after you do this for a while, and you've got enough windows open. To really have the intel that you want to have, you're gonna lose real estate, and you're gonna have to rely on your overview rather than your visual perception of the game. You kind of lose the game feel because you're going into the data of the process rather than the visual.
Right. Okay. So flying with sensors. Okay, and there's no way to filter this list for local, like to say hostile on top?
Everybody wants that. We don't have it yet.
And if everybody wants it, if they made a conscious decision to not give it? Or what's
so far, yeah.
I wonder why that is. Because it would be too much of an advantage?
Well, CCP has a mandate recently, and that is increased consumption in the game to eat more ISK. to create more revenue, and so they rarely institute changes that reduce consumption.
Oh, and so there's more risk by having it this way, and so there's more ships getting blown up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So CCP is the evil overlord that wants to tax you at a higher rate?
Overlord that
Yeah.
created the game.
They're God, and God says, give me more of your money.
So it's, you know, as you play the game more and you get better at it, you know, some of this stuff becomes more automated. And so if you watch YouTube videos of really good PvP players, that, you know, they can play with none of this stuff open because, you know, it's instinctual now.
Okay. Well, oh, we got a hostile here, so I'm gonna pop out and see whether or not I can see them anywhere.
We got 2 war targets in system.
Okay. Where's the second one? I only see one. Does this take a while to update?
One is Locust Star and another one is XX Super String. These are the bottom.
Oh,
of the
Locust Star. See, Locust Star just now appeared for me after you said that.
Now one is a -10, and one is a war target. Well, I guess there's 3. Orion is the scanning ship. That's their neutral alt, and as the corp leader, I've set him to negative standings so we can see when they've got eyes in system. Once you identify a spy, we mark him so that you guys know that there's stuff going on in the system.
Oh, we have 3 targets now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay. Hey, so I'm gonna pop out and then try and look around and pop back in.
I'll pop out with you so that they give you something else to shoot at.
Okay, well, I'm on my way out.
Undock is clear.
Okay. Now, I don't, I hit stop. Why am I not stopping? Okay, I don't see them anywhere.
It just takes a while.
So, I'm back in already. I didn't see anybody out there anywhere.
But they're in system. That doesn't mean they're outside of your station. The system,
Okay.
you know, it's a solar system like our solar system.
Locust Star isn't a stabber. He's outside the station. Federation Customs. They just dock now.
Yeah, we have like
So-
2 stations covered.
So there's a couple things that we can do. We can have you pod yourself and go to a different location, and then we can quickly set up a ship for you, and you can go run a mission in that new location. They'd have to actually fly across space to get down there. And we could do that today, or you can get somebody to get this level 2 mission and get into it, and you'll be able to get into that for a little while until this buzzard scans you out again, which won't take long.
I have no
But we
idea.
don't, you know, we're not set up to actually do fleet operations here in Renyan or Durapant. So if you want to, or you can go to Arnon and start running the Sisters Epic arc.
Now, I thought that was going to be a very bad place to go because there was going to be a lot of trouble there.
It's not. It won't be as bad as this.
There's 1 war target outside the station now in a stabber.
Okay, I want to go see if I can see him
He
again.
just warped. He just warped.
Oh, he just warped. Darn it, I want to go out there and I want to see what one of these guys looks like so I know what I'm looking for, because every time I look, I don't see nothing.
Markee, undock, you'll see one now.
Okay.
Locust Star in a stabber outside station.
Okay, I'm coming out.
Yeah, I think he's at a different station now.
No, he's at the station.
No, he's at the correct station. You're at the wrong station.
Oh, actually,
Oh yeah, there, I see it. I see it in a stabber. Okay.
Yeah, that was me being at the wrong station.
Okay, so I made it back in. Okay, so that's totally different. I thought I was gonna have to look all around me and everything, but it just shows up on my overview in red.
It's funny. He started burning for you as soon as you came out. His velocity just spiked.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, Markee, kill!" Oh, he died.
He's the only one there. He's not sensor boosted. He wouldn't be able to catch you in a shuttle.
Yeah,
I
more
think he
targets
docked.
left.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Well, let me. I guess that I should switch back to my other ship. If I'm going to go do what was that other mission set called? The
Sisters of Eve.
Sisters of Eve. I thought Sisters of Eve was where your wives went while you were at FanFest. I'm serious. They call that Sisters of Eve as well, don't they?
I wouldn't be surprised.
They do fun things for the spouses going out and about while everybody else geeks out inside at FanFest. So,
I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it.
Well, yes. So a couple of years ago, when I bought tickets to go, I had plane tickets and everything. My wife back then was scheduled to go. She went. I didn't. I ended up not going to FanFest. So, okay. So,
Markee, I guess there's another thing you could do is you could just publicly say, "Hey, is there any mercs out there that want to become an ally and come in and fight Marmite?"
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know the repercussions of that totally. Of you know, they're the ones that nobody wants to touch, right? Or that people are leery of touching. Only
Yeah, they're really good. They're really, really good.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is let's see. How do I switch ships again? God, why can't I remember this? How do I switch ship? Oh, I can do it in the right. It's right here, right in front of me. Yeah, I see it. Okay. So, okay, I think I'm going to end this episode for YouTube, and we'll do a drawing, and when we come back, we'll go check out Sisters of Eve. So, see what's up with that. Okay, so if you're watching this on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We're going to have a drawing. For those of you on YouTube, you're just going to have to wait for the next episode tomorrow. Episodes daily. So do subscribe to get notified, and take care.